So in your previous classes, you have studied about, High Court, how the High Court will function, their original and appellate jurisdictions and other things. However, as per your reduced syllabus, you can just look at whatever necessary and remaining you can leave. So like, under the High Courts, as per the hierarchy of judicial system in India, we have subordinate courts or lower courts. So we have Supreme Court at the highest level, then comes the High Courts, then comes the subordinate courts. So these subordinate courts have been further class operates from district level. They function district as a unit and they will get operate. So the subordinate courts are lower courts. They operate from the district level and these courts are categorized into many types like civil courts, criminal courts and revenue courts. Okay, so at district level, the subordinate courts will function into different categories like civil courts, criminal courts and revenue courts. So the titles itself will reveal what kind of cases they will deal. So civil case courts will deal with civil cases like marriage, property issues and all such things. Criminal courts will deal cases which are referred to like where crime is involved. And revenue courts, so revenue courts will they will involve about the revenue, if there is any revenue problems or if there are any cases regarding the revenues at a district level, so such things will be dealt by revenue courts. So the civil courts are headed by district judge and sessions judge. So generally a district civil court is called the judge who conducts the civil court is called district judge. The judge who conducts criminal court at district level is called sessions judge. Okay. So in our syllabus, as per our reduced syllabus, we have only about civil court and criminal court, and which is nothing but the district judge and sessions judge. Okay. So under this district judge, we have sub judges, munsifs, and other things, and other even sessions judge. We have metropolitan magistrate, first class, second class, third class magistrates. So they're all part of under the hierarchy. So as per our syllabus, we will stick on to only the civil courts and the criminal courts. That is the district judge and sessions judge. Okay. So in general, if you want to define what are the district courts, they are the courts established by state governments in India for every district. So every district will have a particular district court, or for one or more courts, there'll be one district court together. So like high courts, so even district courts also for one or two districts, there can be one common district court. Otherwise, every district will have their own district court. It depends on the number of cases and population distribution of the district. So if the number of cases are more and now the judges cannot handle, then every district will have separate set of district court. Generally, there will be a district court for every district. If there is a less number of cases and population wise, if a particular district is very less, then during such situations, a common district court is also possible. So these district courts administer justice at a district level. So the jurisdiction of a district court is the territories of that particular district. So if you take Chittoor is our district, so the district court of Chittoor will have jurisdiction only to the territories of Chittoor district, and all the courts which are at municipal level, at mandal level, all such courts will be working under the district court. So you can see in the picture here, this is a at Vijayanagaram district in Andhra Pradesh. This is a civil and session court. Okay, this is a district court, and within the district court, both civil court and session court will function. So we will come to know what is the civil court and session court in a district court. The district court as per the syllabus, we have to only learn about the differences. Okay, so the differences between the district judge and sessions court judge. Here, let us see. The district court is classified or categorized into two types. One is civil court, another is criminal court. Okay, so civil court and criminal court. So this criminal court is also referred as sessions court. Understood? The civil court is also referred as, sorry, the criminal court is also referred as sessions court. See, the civil court is headed by district judge and sessions court is headed by sessions judge, and the district judge and sessions judge, they both are same. Whenever to a district, if a civil case comes, the judge will take the responsibility of a district judge. The same judge, when he has to hear a criminal case, then he becomes sessions judge, and the court such time is called criminal court. When the district judge is hearing civil cases, he is called a district judge, and the court is called civil court. When the same district judge is hearing a criminal case, he is called a sessions judge, and the court is called criminal court. Now, in this topic, we will see the difference between criminal court and session court, or district judge or sessions judge. So, the highest civil court at the district level is called civil court. It is the highest civil court and it is presided by a district judge. If you look at the criminal court at the highest level in district, it is the sessions court. The sessions court is the highest criminal court at district level, and civil court is the highest court at the district level for civil cases. So the civil court is presided by a district judge, whereas the sessions court is presided over by a sessions judge. If the district judge is hearing civil cases, he becomes a district judge and the court becomes civil court. And if the same judge is hearing a criminal case, then the court becomes criminal court and the judge becomes sessions judge. So the district judge and additional district judge who is there to help him, who will appoint them? They are appointed by governor in consultation with the Chief Justice of High Court of the state. So in the appointment of district judge, who will involve governor and the Chief Justice of that particular state's High Court. And if they appoint sessions judge and additional sessions judge are even appointed by governor, consultation with the Chief Justice of High Court of concerned state. So similar here also. So as the same judge act as both civil judge and sessions judge, their appointment is also similar. So governor, and there will be involvement of Chief Justice of that particular state High Court. And what exactly this district judge will do or civil judge will do? He will handle cases like land, property, marriage, divorce, will, and all such cases. So he will handle cases regarding property issues, marriage issues, divorce, wills, and all such issues. And if you take a sessions judge, he will handle criminal cases where crime is involved, like murder, theft, dacoity, that is the same thing, and pickpocketing, all such cases. So that's the difference between a district judge and sessions judge. He'll be same, but when he hears cases like land, property, and marriage, he'll become a district judge and the court will become civil court. If the same judge is hearing cases like murder, theft, pickpocketing, the court becomes sessions court or criminal court, and the judge becomes sessions judge. So here, the other difference between the district court and the civil judge and sessions judge is the district judge altogether he is having certain administrative functions like deputy commissioner and district collector. So the district judge can also act as district collector or deputy commissioner. So here deputy commissioner will involve, see, the deputy commissioner and district collector are one and the same. Okay, in some states, districts, the district collector is also called deputy commissioner, as they also have the function of collecting revenue and taxes. They're called deputy commissioners and no deputy district collectors also. Even district collector is also called district magistrate, as he has certain he has some magisterial functions like uh, some kind of judicial functions. He's also called district magistrate. But the sessions judge, who is also called district judge, he is higher than the district collector because he possesses even the powers of a district collector. The district judge is more powerful than the district collector. So administrative wise, the district judge will also exercise the functions of district collector and deputy commissioner when needed. And sessions judge will not have certain that kind of administrative functions. So he'll only dealing with the criminal cases. So the district judge is same, but when he's dealing criminal cases, he does not have any other administrative function. But along with civil cases, the district judge can also act as deputy, he also act as district collector, or he can also act as deputy commissioner. Deputy commissioner and district collector are one at the same. So the district judge or the district judge or sessions judge will become administratively more powerful than the district collector. Coming to the root level subordinate courts, they are called the Lok Adalats. Okay, so here the courts itself will directly go to the people and hear the cases. And what is this? What is the importance of Lok Adalats? How they are created? Let us see. Lok Adalat means people's court, where the court itself will hear directly the grievances of people. And on the recommendation of Justice P.N. Bhagavati, here you can see Justice P.N. Bhagavati, he was a former Chief Justice of India. On his recommendations, Lok Adalats were set up by Legal Services Authority Act 1987. So the Parliament made an act called Legal Services Authorities Act in 1987, and the recommendations were given to this act by Justice P.N. Bhagavati, who was Chief Justice of India, as a legal forum to provide legal and quick justice. So at various levels, peoples will be suffering certain grievances where they cannot take that issues to court and all. They might have not get access to courts and all. If you take remote villages and other places where now they don't have the knowledge of going to courts. So to such places, Lok Adalats will be organized and their grievances will be settled so that when the cases are at initial level, they can be handled and they can be resolved there itself instead of that cases getting more problematic and reaching to district courts and other courts. They can be solved at the when the problem is at beginning stage. So that legal aid to solve the cases at the beginning level and the quick justice is the primary function of Lok Adalats. So this will help people who are not in a position to engage lawyers and bear the expenses of legal proceedings. And the Legal Authorities Act 1987 provides that state or district authorities shall organize Lok Adalats. So they will not have a separate building and permanently dealing cases. Whenever, occasionally as decided by district authorities or the state high courts. A Lok Adalat will be set up. It is like in a week they'll go for a Lok Adalat, and they'll try to take up the cases then and there itself, and they'll try to solve there itself. All decisions of Lok Adalat shall be deemed to be decrees of a civil court. So that means whatever the orders passed, whatever the judgments given in Lok Adalats, they have the value of an order. Decree means an order, official order. They have the value of an order passed by a civil court. So they're not like, just solving the issue just by talking. They have the power of an order of a civil court, which is nothing but the district court, and shall be binding on the parties of the dispute. So whoever has, so you can see in the picture, a Lok Adalat has been organized in a particular area. So judges will sit like this, and they'll hear the cases, and they'll come in the form of files like this, petitions like this. They'll hear there and it itself, and they'll call the both parties who are having problems. They'll settle the dispute there itself. So the problem of these cases getting more worse and gaining into, again getting into the I mean, in the work of district courts and later to high courts is reduced there itself. So this is about the meaning of Lok Adalats. The Lok Adalats have lot of advantages. So let us see what are those advantages. They play an important role in the settlement of family feuds, disputes between neighbors, and minor cases of assault. So So let us see now what is this family feuds. Feuds means like quarrels, long prolonged quarrel between the neighbors. Within family there might be from many years there might be going internal problems and all. They're called family feuds, and disputes between neighbors on various issues and minor cases of assault. So what do you mean by here at all assault? Assault means a physical attack might have happened and injury might have occurred, not very severe like crime kind of thing, but physically there might be a minor attack, and all such cases can be settled through a compromise, not by filing an FIR and again going to police, getting into the court and all, not like that. Instead, such small petty cases can be settled through compromise. Both parties can be called and they can be compromised. So Lok Adalat, the main purpose of Lok Adalat is compromise between the parties instead of making that into a complicated case. So that at the very primary level, the chances of the cases getting dumped or the chances of getting the problems severe is avoided. So compromise is a primary purpose of the Lok Adalats, so that both parties will feel satisfied and the case gets settled there itself. And Lok Adalats deliver fast and inexpensive justice. See here, if you look at the picture, a Lok Adalat is being organized, and the judges will be settling down, and they'll look at the grievances of the people. They'll call the concerned authorities or both parties. They'll compromise between both, and the dispute will be settled there itself. So it is speed and fast justice. And to apply for a Lok Adalat, no need to engage a lawyer and all. You can take an application on a or you can on a plain paper you can write your problem, and you can just give it during the Lok Adalat time. Whenever a Lok Adalat is organized, a particular person will be there to collect all your petitions. He will take all the petitions, and one by one will be called and it will be resolved. The Lok Adalats reduce the workload of other courts, enabling them to deal with more serious matters. This reduces delays in high courts. So as I said earlier, in the beginning stage of the case itself, the Lok Adalats are involving and they're compromising the parties, so that the chances of going this particular disputes in a more serious form is avoided, so that the other district courts and high courts can look up, can function, or can go with the more serious cases than these cases coming into them and again becoming a burden for them. So Lok Adalats promote social justice by providing legal aid to weaker sections of society. As we know, still, the backward communities in India, they still don't have access to courts and justice. There might be a lot of problems happening to them. So they can just go to this Lok Adalat, give a petition free of cost, and they can get the problem solved there. So that even though they don't have money, even though they don't have they belong to weaker sections or backward communities, they are eligible for free and fast justice. So this is about the advantages of Lok Adalats.